The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Buys a little time. He's going to fire to the left. And he's got it inside the 20. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hand off from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back at the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right. And that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Shoots it to the left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Still on his feet. Makes the grab. Jumped on top of the pile. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's still third and goal.
42 Spider.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. The 20. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to FIU. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now he's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He's got his man. Lowers those pads. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 11 on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. Now score Auburn 14, Oklahoma 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Dances away from the D. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's looking downfield to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On third down, going up top. Finds space on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He caught it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The run from the shotgun. Touchdown Sooner! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll throw it on first down. Fires downfield. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
3-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hand. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Might be looking to run. He fires it out to the right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sooner. And that one will give him the lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On second down, wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
A little screen to the running back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Auburn lines up quickly. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to throw here on second down. He'll take a shot. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent cover. Vic, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Now they'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The back goes in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion. Running behind that left side.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Hicks. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun. Give on the inside. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Auburn 28.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Coming after it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Moves around to clear up the vision. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, it's given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Sooners. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's taking the shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Movement here from the tight end. Takes a handoff. It's Lopez. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get hit.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He unleashes a long one. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead, this offense.
Just plowing down the field. And they'll do more than